It's today's big showbiz news first. Madonna and Guy Ritchie have reunited. They're both leaning outwards there, I think. But anyway, the former couple have been pictured together. This is the first time in nearly 20 years. That's their son, Rocco. It's his art exhibition. And that's after their famously acrimonious custody battle over Rocco following their divorce. While hitting out at critics of his Nepo baby status, Rocco said, "I'm proud to be who I am, but I'm even prouder to have both of my parents together in one room supporting me." Yeah, which is lovely. I mean, and obviously, I'm thinking the wrong Richie, but you're known as the Madonna of Blackpool, Coleen. Having been in this situation, how hard is it to do the sort of...
Well, you know what? If you can actually put all your personal issues with each other aside, the fact that he even said that at the biggest day of his life at an art exhibition and all of that, that the thing that meant the most to him was his parents being in the same room, that says a lot.
Really
and that's always been a thing with me. You know, when me and Shane split up, he was always with us at Christmas. He'd come on Christmas Eve and then stay for the present opening in the morning and then leave in the afternoon. Ray's always with us. He's with us this Christmas as well. Because it's not about us that day. It's about the kids.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, if you had a really...
Well, he's a 25-year-old kid, though, and it still means a lot to him.
I know. Well,
yeah.
My eldest is 37 and, you know, he loves the fact that we can all be in the same room and no one feels guilty about... And there's none of that, well, you had him last Christmas, I've had him this Christmas. It just cuts all of that out. Now, don't get me wrong, there's obviously situations in any kind of relationship or breakup where that's just not possible, you know, especially if it's been an abusive one, obviously... that's to one side. But if it's just about you hurting each other at the end or whatever, I think for your kids, for a couple of days, just think about them.
That's obviously a really particular situation. But I suppose people have all sorts of fallouts in families with friends, etc. And there's always this thing about Christmas, obviously season of goodwill. I mean, do you get softer at Christmas, Janet?
Yeah, within the confines of my own home. I am very, very friendly and soft and nice, and I do Christmas stockings for people, and I sing to soppy carols on the radio, and the dog and I sing carols together. That's one of the highlights of my Christmas, actually.
Please, could you video that?
Do what, darling?
Could you video that for us?
Me singing a carol with Badger?
Yeah, go
it's
viral.
More of a kind of howling carol, but you'll get the drift. What am I like at Christmas is there does a different Janet emerge on Christmas Day. Yeah, to a certain extent, I think. I think I'm always different with friends anyway. I'm a different person.
But if you did have some kind of fallout that was sort of, they had been there...
I do try.
Okay.
I try is the operative word. I did ring one friend I'd fallen out with at Christmas, and within 2 minutes, I thought, oh, please just get off the phone. She'd just gone, you know, it all comes flooding back why you fell out with them in the first place. But I do think what Coleen said is really important. And I've also tried to stay, you know, as I've said many times on this show, I've got a group of friends that I've known for 50 years. And just because you've gone through 5 decades together, there have obviously been decades when you haven't seen much of each other, and Christmas is a time to see them. And also I believe in seeing your neighbours, and you know, when we lived in Yorkshire, we always went to the church service on Christmas Eve. So now I live in Norfolk, I'll have to see, you know, how easy that is.
Yeah.
But I think Christmas is made up of completely traditional components, and you don't want to mess around with them too much.
No, I agree. And I mean, obviously it is a season of goodwill to all men, and you like to think that people are kind of forgiving and tolerant. But I mean, I would say if you've got a real rift that is ongoing, apart from the situation you're talking about with the kids and stuff, sometimes Christmas is a difficult time to try and tackle it, because it can be a very sort of highly charged time.
I think it would be different if it was my family, for example. It would be different to heal any risk because there's so much food on the table and so much conversation. You've all got time to think about all of that risk. And I think Christmas is a time to put that back. And for me personally, as we know, I don't really do Christmas, but I use it as a time to reflect on the year that's gone and people that are not here, my loved ones that are not here. And I think that's a more productive way to celebrate and spend Christmas than arguing about nothing, really. It's irrelevant.
Can I ask one thing, though? When you're all being a happy family in your house, who's in control of TV remote?
TV doesn't go on Christmas Day?
Yes, Coleen.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Apart from to the evening to watch the Christmas movies.
No, we watch them on Christmas Eve.
Oh, right.
I mean, this year it will, because Loose Women's on Christmas Day for the first time.
Well caught, Coleen. Well caught. Yeah. Somebody just screamed that in her ear.